Okay. I'm going to try and keep my head mostly out of the way on this little process. But before I get started on this, I just wanted to ask you guys' opinion on how you felt about these, well, like the last video I uploaded, and the way that this video is going to be. It's not really like this old Tony quality or Joe Pazinski type quality. It's just me doing little projects in real time with no no editing, no fast forwarding, you know, etc., etc. So the question I have to you guys is, does that just bore you guys to tears, or is it even worth you know, me taking the time to do it? Because I know anytime I get onto a video from somebody that is like that, 30 minutes long, 20 minutes long, 30 minutes long, that's just kind of drilling holes, grinding without, you know, fast forwarding, I just keep skipping ahead as quick as I can hit the button. So anyways, let me know. I'm kind of curious about that. It seems like some people kind of gravitate towards channels that have videos like that. Some people don't. So anyways, what I'm working on is this belt cover. So since Kimber Zeliks was kind enough to give me a set of transfer screws, it finally dawned on me that this is one good opportunity to put these transfer screws to use. These appear to be tapped to 5/16 18 threads. So I'm going to take these little guys and see if I can transfer or get me a little punch marks on the inside of the cover, and then I'll take it over to the drill press and drill it out and test fit it. But like I said at the beginning, just kind of let me know if this is just stupid boring. I'll not bother to upload crappy videos like this in the future. So now here, this part's a little bit kind of slow going, because not only do I got to get this thing up and in place, but I got to shim it just a little bit to give it a little bit of space, a little clearance at the bottom and the top. So this part's a little bit fidgety. And of course, the last thing I want to do is drop this thing on my toes. Okay, I think I've got it in position. Now the million-dollar question is whether or not I can keep it there as I start to do my punches. Let's see what happens here. See how it turned out. There's one. I'm going to have to measure and double check some of these, or a couple of these. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera or not, but here's one. That one's crystal clear. I think that one might be another one. I'm not sure over here. Oh, right there. Right there and right there. There they are. Okay. Now I got them. Alright, I'm going to have to get my marker and highlight those, and I'm going to kind of measure them and double measure them and to check myself before I wreck myself. There. Just got to get the light just right so that I can see them. But I believe that's them. Here, here, and here. Let me grab a tape measure real quick and double check that. About 3 1/4. Okay, that looks about a 1/2 inch. Alright, so those are probably them. Okay. Alright, I'm going to set this on the drill press and I'll kind of point you guys over here. Just going to go ahead and drill these out to 5/16. Okay. Grab some safety glasses. Plug it back in. give this thing a test fit here. Get you guys swung back over. Oop, lost my clamp. Technical difficulties. Okay. Now you guys can see what I'm seeing here. See if this works out or not. Oh, gotta get the screws out first, the transfer screws. I gotta tell you, these things are looking like they're gonna be awfully, awfully handy to have around. I thought originally that this was 3/8 inch hardware, but turns out it's 5/16. Not that that really breaks my heart or anything. Looks like that one aligns well. Oh, let's see. That one's aligning. But I gotta get that little chip out of there. And I gotta pry this up. Oh, where'd that screwdriver go? Oh, shit. Well, if I can figure out where my screwdriver went, I'll get this thing pried up. Oh, there it is. Okay. Feels like that wants to start. Little chip out of here. There we go. Definitely not perfectly aligned. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tweak the holes a little bit, but at least it's really, really close. So you guys see the. Oh, actually, I think that will pivot, so I can probably get there anyways. I think I can still get this one. So, let me pop this back off, and I'm going to try and... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I can get it from the back. No, I can't. Alright. Pop it back off. I'm going to move this bracket over just a little bit and try it again. Looks like it's going to start. Yep, that one's starting. Fry this back up. Preferably without breaking my screwdriver. Really, really close. It's not exactly right. This one back out. It seemed to start the other way. There we go. There, all three are started now. Now, one of the things I'm going to have to do eventually is put some some washers or some spacers or something on the back sides of these. This metal is a little bit thinner than what I suspect the actual original casting is supposed to be. So I mean, it doesn't align perfectly, but I think it's going to align well enough to not make me lose any sleep over it at any rate. There. It's not half bad. Need to do a little more research. I'm sure these were probably supposed to be Allen screws, Allen headed cap screws, but there's really not enough metal on these things, on this, to take them. So I'm gonna have to do a little research and see what I can find. See if the cap screws are sticking proud of the surface on one of these machines, or if they have something set up to where it's just underneath the surface, countersunk. But let me get you guys off the camera mount here, and I'll kind of give you a little once around. say once I get done doing the JB weld on that seam and give it some crummy looking paint to kind of match it up a little bit, it won't look too awful bad. At least on camera, it's not real easy to figure out or to notice that it's not perfectly aligned. This back edge has a little bit of a curvature to it that I wasn't able to completely match. When I get, a little bit more ambitious, I might try to hammer this out a little bit more to attempt to match that curvature, but I just don't think it's hardly worth the effort. It only barely even shows up on the camera. And then this guy here is all out of whack all on its own anyways, so I just wish I could get a little bit farther away from this thing. It actually doesn't look just too awful bad, considering how loose all the other tolerances are on this machine as far as guard fitment. I probably wouldn't mind spending a little bit more time grinding down these edges so that there's a little bit more gap in there, but certainly no reason to be upset with it. It's I'm pretty darn happy with that. So anyways, I'm gonna shut the heaters off and get back in the house where it's warm. I just wanted to get out to the garage and spend a little bit of time tinkering with my toys, the fun stuff, trying to do the fun stuff. That's kind of what it's all about, right? So anyways, I will catch up with you guys later.